Creating data graphics. In this lesson, we're going to talk about creating data graphics, which give you a way to show your shape data in your drawings in several different ways. You'll learn about data graphics and what they are in Visio 2013, how to create the 4 different types of data graphics, how to apply existing data graphics to different shapes, how to edit data graphics, and how to remove a data graphic from a shape. A data graphic is just as it sounds. It's a graphic that shows your shape data. It shows as a combination of text and symbols such as flags, numbers, and progress bars. Here's an example. Let's say that you have a process shape that represents interviewing a candidate for a job. The shape data contains information about the interviewer, job title, interview date, and so on. Using data graphics, you can take that shape data and show it visually in the drawing. Let's learn how to do that. There are 4 types of items that you can add to a data graphic. They are text, data bars, icons, and color coding. We're going to teach you how to create and add each of those in this lesson. When you add a text graphic to a shape, you can choose from a callout or a text heading. We're going to learn more about callouts in the next lesson. First, let's open our process diagram. To add a text graphic, select the shape for which you want to create a data graphic. Go to the Data tab and click on Data Graphics. Select Create New Data Graphic. Click on New Item. Under the Display in the Data Field list, choose the data field that you want represented. We chose the Owner data field and have it displayed as text. For the style, you can choose a callout or heading style, as we mentioned earlier in this lesson. You can also set options for position. You can select the default position or specify another by clearing the Use Default Position box, then click horizontal or vertical and select the positions you want. Details. Determine how you want the callout or heading to look. Click OK. Click OK in the New Data Graphic dialog box. Click Yes to apply the data graphic to the shape. You can see the data graphic will appear next to the shape. At the moment, the other shapes are hiding it, so if we select these shapes and move them further to the right, you can now see the name of the owner field as well as the value it contains. In this case, it doesn't contain anything. I can add a value into this by right-clicking on the shape, selecting Data and then Shape Data, and then type a value into the owner field. As you can see, the owner field has now been updated. Data bars show your data in mini charts and graphs. These include progress bars, star ratings, speedometers, and thermometers. To create a data bar graphic, go to the Data tab, click on Data Graphics, and select Create New Data Graphic. Click New Item in the New Data Graphic dialog box. Choose the data field. In the Display Days field, select Data Bar. Choose a style for your data bar and then a position. Click OK to return to the New Data Graphic dialog box. Let's click New Item again. You can keep adding new items to any data graphic, even text. The new item represents shape data. Follow the steps again to select a data field and the type of data graphic, the style, and position. Once you've finished, click OK. To apply this data graphic to an existing shape, select the shape, click on the Data Graphics drop-down, and select the data graphic that we just created. You can see that it now applies. In Visio 2013, you can use sets of icons such as trend arrows, traffic signals, and flags to represent shape data. You can have these icons displayed to represent values, dates, and the list goes on. For example, you can have a blue arrow to represent when sales data is up, then red when it is down. The color of the arrow icon would depend on the shape data. To create an icon data graphic, follow the same steps listed for the text and data bars. Go to the Data tab, then click on Data Graphics and Create New Data Graphic. Select New Item. In the New Item dialog box, select a data field, then select how you want that data to be displayed. We're going to choose Icon Set. You'll then see this appear. Select your options. Displayed as, this should already be set to Icon Set. Style, choose the icon set that you want to use. Position, you can either use a default position or uncheck it and use the positions that you want. Rules for showing each icon. Choose the values that each icon will represent. Make sure you enter some rules for these. And then click OK. You can also choose to specify a certain fill color for a shape to represent the data of that shape. For example, if the shape was a chair you were selling, you could use colors to represent sales volumes for the chair. To apply a fill color by data value, select a shape, go to the Data tab and click on Data Graphics, then click on Create New Data Graphic. Click New Item in the Create New Data Graphic dialog box. Just as with the previous data graphics, choose the data field and then how you want the data field to be displayed. This time we're choosing Color by Value. For the coloring method, choose if you want each color to represent a unique value or each color to represent a range of values. Select your options for applying a fill color. For color assignments, which data field values to apply for each fill color. In addition, select the fill and text colors. Click Insert to create more fill colors. Click OK when you're finished. If we then click OK again, and then Yes, you can see that the box has been filled. Once you create data graphics, you can apply those data graphics to other shapes in your drawing. Earlier in this lesson, we used the process shape to create a data graphic. To be specific, we use this process shape, which now has a fill color data graphic applied to it. Let's say that we want to apply the same data graphic to another shape. We can easily do that in Visio 2013. To start out with, we're going to select the new shape. We are choosing another process shape. Next, go to Data and then Data Graphics. Go to the available data graphics, and you can see the current data graphic underneath the available data graphics in the screen here. Click on the data graphic. As you can see, the fill color has changed to represent the options we earlier selected. You can also edit an existing data graphic. To do this, select the shape that has the data graphic that needs to be edited. Go to the Data tab, click on Data Graphics, and click on Edit Data Graphic. You will then see the Edit Data Graphic dialog box, as shown here. In the Data Field column, you can select another data field to change the data that the graphic represents. If you want to change the font, format, settings, color, or the type of graphic, go to the Displayed As column, then select what you want to change, then click Edit Item. You'll then see the Edit Item dialog box. Under Displayed As, select the graphic that you want. You can change the position in the same way that you set the position. Click OK. In the Apply these changes to the section of the Edit Data Graphic dialog box, select if you want to apply the changes to all shapes with this data graphic or only selected shapes. Click OK. To remove a data graphic from a shape, select the shape for which you want to remove the data graphic. Go to the Data tab, click on Data Graphics, and then select No Data Graphic. It will return to where it was previously.